Hey, it's chime time, and this is another episode of Cooking Avenue, and today is a food haul video. We went shopping at H Mart in New York City, because that's where we are during the great American 2020 shutdown. First up, we have Harmless Harvest coconut water. This is the best coconut water. It is that actual color, not the actual color of the plastic. I am really guilty of just getting a drink because one, I was parched or dehydrated, and two, the stuff is awesome. You can't get it everywhere. It is the most coconut type water flavor there is. It's seriously, honestly the best. And I don't want to talk about it too much, but you don't want to buy this from just any store. You want to buy it from a store that has like a high turnover, because if it's been sitting on the shelf too long, it's not going to be fresh. It was pretty expensive. I think this was like $5. My haul in general cost $100 today, so there's a lot. Let's get to it. We have some sweet peppers, which I think are the same thing as shishito peppers. We're gonna cook these. I'm probably gonna do some more videos. I typically salt these and throw them on a pan. Really awesome. Kind of like an appetizer, midday meal. Like I'll just eat all these peppers, or from having company, which I wouldn't really be doing, so it would just be me. But these are really good for company when that's available. Did we do an onion haul? Not an onion haul, mushroom haul. I did buy onions though. These are, I think, oyster mushrooms. King oyster mushrooms. I am so sorry. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook them. I'm gonna make them into little mushroom scallops. I'm gonna dice them up, figure out what I'm gonna do with the cap. But I'm gonna like saute them and make them with this barbecue sauce, which I also bought and I'm really excited for. And of course, that wasn't enough oyster mushrooms, so I bought a whole nother one so I can make omelets, and also I just like sauteing them. I love mushrooms so much, I eat them by themselves. And these are what the oyster mushrooms look like when they're not king oysters. I wonder where they got their name, seriously. So then we got some produce. Man, everyone's gonna hate me for this. Partially because I spent so much money. I'm not trying to show off here. This is why we spent so much money. Dragon fruit in the United States costs entirely way too much money. This was like $7 a pound, maybe it is a pound, but yeah, this is where a good amount of the money went. I'm gonna just start putting stuff here. We've got some Brussels sprouts, and I like that it didn't come in like a big amount, because when you're single, they usually make you buy a huge amount of Brussels sprouts, and I don't want them to go bad because I like a variety of produce. I don't want to eat the same produce every single night. So thank you, H Mart, for having small packaging and not like bulk family size. Think of your single men out there. So this is something where I spent $10 on something I don't even know what it is. It says it's Japanese apricot. Maybe I eat apricot, I don't know, but it was green and I was really intrigued. They look like green grapes, a little bit bigger than grapes, big grapes, GMO grapes. Yeah, I'm excited. If they taste bad, well then I messed up and I did it to myself yet again, because I always do. Okay, we're gonna just set everything down. You guys know that I have an affinity for weird cauliflower. As if the fractal one wasn't weird enough. This is Chinese cauliflower. And yeah, $6 expensive. And oh yeah, here's some like kind of savings. Well, what's cool about eating different vegetables or different foods in general is that if you're not getting nutrients from whatever foods you've eaten before, you're getting the nutrients this time if this has different nutrients. So when you eat a variety, you never miss out. Like, people who eat the same thing all the time are going to find themselves not being as healthily, like their body's not going to be like happy as much. Like, not as an emotional thing, it could be, but physically happy. You want your body to be physically happy. So now here's spicy squid for almost $12. Now this is store cut, and I don't think it's even cooked. So I'm gonna throw literally this entire thing on the skillet for like 60 seconds because squid cooks that fast. Now it came with some sauce. It would have been cool if I got some savings without the sauce, but I'm sure the sauce is really good. I do also have my own, which is not too typical. There's some tentacles thrown in there, which is cool, and they're big because this is a big old squid. These, look at the size of these rings next to my head. That's how big they are. So where's the savings, John? You know, like, you're complaining about it, that it's too expensive. Now, I could have gotten a squid this big for like $5, $6, you know, and then I could have cleaned it and cut it myself, which I have. I did with Carly while she was here. I didn't tape it because we were so busy like filming and having fun and enjoying each other's company that I didn't want to like cut into that too much. So and we ate a lot, so I was cooking a lot all the time. So anyway, this is a good appetizer, or if it's just me, like for 2 people, small amount. But for 1 person, this is like a meal practically. So I bought some seaweed. Oh yeah. So cleaning it takes way too much time. It's slimy. You gotta skin it. You gotta remove the guts. There's like a needle bone that you gotta remove, and then you gotta cut. Then you have to cut it into whatever segments, and then cook it. And then you have cleanup, because now you have to you have to clean a cutting board, which you wouldn't have. You have to clean the knives. So it actually is a time suck. And if you are as busy as I am, or like using that time to make money or to relax, like, this is actually, spend the extra $6, $5-6, save the time, spend the extra $5-6. It's very rare that I ever tell you to spend more money. I'm usually kind of frugal, but for this, worth it. So when I'm not, so it's like its own meal or whatever, quick meal, less prep. I got some store prepared seaweed, $6. This is probably really well made. I got some weird reviews from Carly on this, because we had this specific one, and she said it tasted weird, and I was like, oh, it's probably fresh because it's not from the Midwest. That's probably why it tastes so weird. And then we got some kimchi, $5 kimchi. Now, you can make this stuff your own. I pickle my own pickles. I haven't learned how to make my own kimchi, so until then, I'm gonna buy from the store. It's better than doing it in a jar, and this came from a Korean market, so I feel like it's more too legit to quit over buying it from like a Key Food or in a jar at like, I don't know, like whatever supermarkets are in your town. So, big spending. $20 on grass-fed steak. Now, I usually get my grass-fed steak for cheap from Trader Joe's. The lines are bad there without a shutdown, and people are wearing masks. I'd rather go to like a store that's quick. It has less, more turnover, but quickly people come and go. Like, I feel like that store is a time suck, at least in New York City. Very small store, and there's not a big variety, and there's less BS, like bull crap, that's just sitting on the shelves. Like, who wants this stuff? Jeez, why does this store have so many things? Trader Joe's is good for that, but they don't have enough cashiers, or just so many people go to them in New York City. It's like a different world, out here. So I haven't risked going out there because they're kind of in like more remote neighborhoods than where my interests are. The reason why I went shopping today was because I saw my chiropractor. I'm essential personnel, so I still can. But anyway, why is grass-fed good? What, it's annoying that it's cost more, but there's a significant taste difference. Now, like, do you need organic? Not always, but if you want to like a healthy cow is going to taste better than an unhealthy cow, and these guys need to be grass fed, and it's better when they're like herded too. That's also makes a really big taste difference. If you ever get some steaks from New Zealand, like they're very like brown color, like the meat's a different color, and that's the same thing with salmon. Farm fed salmon are crap. You want them wild. Is it bad for the environment? Probably, yeah. But is it good for you nutritionally? Yes, that is also true. And then like no hormones or antibiotics. Oh, no grain. That's also pretty handy. No grain byproduct. Yeah, legit grass. So we got some onion for them. For those omelets that I'm gonna make, and I'm gonna make them Korean style too. I'm gonna like make them in circle rounds. I don't really have like mayonnaise to like stack the circle omelets, but we'll do a mayonnaise free. Maybe we'll put hot sauce. I have some of that. I have some hot sauce patches that I got gifted from somebody else from Taco Bell. Someone. Oh man, I don't want to say her name on the show, but whatever. You know who you are. You know who you are, girlie. You know what you did. Anyway, so we got these chives, and they're really narrowly cut. That's pretty awesome. And because they have really big ones, like my butt. They have really big green onions, but I have a feeling like the small ones are just nicer for what I'm doing. And they might have a flavor difference too. That's something I could look up or even experiment with myself. So we got Korean barbecue sauce. Now I found this particular sauce when I was making bulgogi myself. And I did use in the bulgogi episode. I mean, you can look back and see if it's the same exact brand. But I liked the Korean barbecue sauce so much. It's very fluid, not too sugary. It's got these peaches in there, which really tenderizes whatever it is that I'm sauteing. Seriously, that peach ingredient, so good. I heard kiwi has the same effect, so if you want to make your own sauce, if you don't have peaches in your supermarket, you could use kiwi. Maybe you have that in your supermarket, and that'll tenderize whatever meat you're cooking with. Also, throwing a little bit of lemon on your fish helps cook it, and I guess make the bacteria go away more. So if you undercook it, just put some lemon on it, and then you don't have to worry about the bacteria as much. You can fact check me on that one, because I don't actually know, but it's something I heard, and I do anyway, just because lemon rocks. And then lastly, we got some really expensive chocolate. This did cost me $5. Why do you eat chocolate if it's unhealthy? Well, this is, I think, let's see how much cacao it is. Usually I like to get 70%. This is 85%. So this is super cacao-like, less sugar, less, what do you call that? Like cow juice, cow milk, that gross stuff. Lectin or lactate. Grosser. Gross. If you're feeling down in the dumps, more cacao in the chocolate will actually make you not feel in the dumps. And even if you aren't feeling the dumps, you want to stay ahead, especially when there's a Great American Shutdown, eat some of this stuff. Can't hurt. Healthy food in general will make a healthy or a happy body, and a happy body will make a happy mind. Like, try to avoid alcohols, try to avoid sugars, and try to avoid dairy. Every once in a while, I'd say have a good cheese, but make sure it's expensive, because it better taste awesome if you're gonna eat something like that's so bad for you. I'm a huge proprietor in spending money on food. Maybe this is why I'm so broke. But I find that when I spend good money on good food, I am really happy. And on Chime Time, this is all my food. Is it going to feed me for that long of a while? Probably not. But is it good for film and is it good for my body? Hell yeah. Live to love. Chime Time.